Similarly, the next cause of development of his ailment is being abused. Who is a servant? A servant means a person who has thoroughly accepted his low status. It may be a housewife, a clerk, or anyone. He may be even a big officer who feels that it is the right of the politician to use him in any way and does not feel that he is being abused. This is a feeling of servant. But now, a servant does not feel bad even when his master abuses him. But any person who think himself something great or someone having a high respect, self-respect, feels bad on being insulted or abused and may develop various kind of problems if he is not able to retaliate the dominating force, yani his boss. Similarly is the case with other causes like humiliation, mortification, rejection, scorn, or sexual, etc., etc., etc. Now we consider scorn. Scorn is the feeling of not being considered worthy of anything. So he is not given any responsibility because people think he is not worth anything, he cannot do anything, he is just good for nothing. A person who is being scorned is an object of ridicule. People just laugh at him, considering him a worthless, useless fellow, good for nothing. So an alumina patient considers himself to a person of great qualities. So he cannot bear the people considering him nothing and that they do not give him any importance. So this hurts him and he starts developing a grudge against such people. So this long-lasting grudge makes him sick. So this is how sickness develop in alumina patient. Similar is case when he is rejected by others. So rejected means not being considering worth of the job he is supposed to do, or this is not accepted by him easily, and so he develops various ailments. So what is an ailment? Ailment is not the disease. So ailment is a minor disease or some uncomfortable feeling, uneasy feeling, or a feeling that makes someone feel little bit disturbed. This is an ailment. Ailment is not an established disease or effect does not last very long. Ailment from disappointment. So disappointment, it is a feeling of experiencing himself low, sad, depressed, hopelessness, or not getting something that was seriously expected, or not getting something from someone. For example, a person made a lot of effort to pass an examination, but he was declared unsuccessful while he was sure of his success. This may give a feeling of disappointment. Repeated sincere effort makes him disappointed over the results. Humiliating, to get humiliated. What is humiliate? To put someone to shame or to degrade. Example, he felt humiliated by her scornful remark. I felt very humiliated when the teacher laughed at my work. Unless one has self-esteem, he will not feel either mortified or humiliated. So considering himself as a person of high esteem, will only feel the humiliation or mortification. So we can say all the cause of ailment for alumina patient are those which make him feel that he is not considered a person of very high worth. Any cause, it could be any cause. So before coming across a dominating force, he is very ardent, meaning he does everything with great zeal and achieves his target without bothering about anyone. So he wants to excel his present position in every field. So alumina is ambitious in the beginning. So to fulfill his ambition, he even makes very audacious moves. So in the repertory, the word audacious is given. So what is audacious? We are going to understand it. This is very confusing word. People use it in a wrong way. So audacious. Audacious behavior is the behavior in which one takes risk in order to achieve something. So this he does because he is absolutely sure about himself. This kind of move is not approved by the society, so they consider his move as a foolish boldness. An audacious move is marked by originality. So, an audacious person does not show any regard for law, religion, decorum, or customary traditions. He goes by his own convictions. This is the quality of audacious person. Now, for example, he is an audacious chef who makes dishes that are not usually cooked or liked by customer, but to show his extraordinary skills, he prepares such dishes even at the risk of losing his business or his customers. Another example of audacity is he has an audacious view of the future. Example, a two-wheeler manufacturer develops and launched a moped that runs on solar energy during the era when all vehicles run on petrol only. This was his audacious move. Because during that time everyone considered him as a fool and said that he is absolutely going to be ruled out because nobody will purchase the bike that runs on solar energy because solar energy is not easily available. So ultimately, audacious people succeed in their endeavors. So Illumina in the healthy state considers other people too lower than him. Following rubric show his feelings. Delusion vermin, seeing vermin crawls about. Delusion worms creeping off. Vermin. So a vermin is an offensive person, objectionable, or an obnoxious person. He is regarded as harmful to others, dangerous to the society. Example, he says that football hooligans are vermin. Another meaning is a small, common, or harmful or objectionable animal that is difficult to control. Example, lice, fleas, bed bugs, mice, rats. These are also called vermins. Another one is worm. A person having very weak or nasty character is like a worm. So people have no respect for such people. People don't have any pay respect to the worms. Example, you are not a worm, but you are a man. So get up and fight the odd situation. So because worms are not considered worthy of anything, they are not given any respect, they are considered of no use rather than they are considered as a harmful things. So vermin and worms are also considered as harmful creatures that are very much below human standards, and the society shows no respect for them as they have no strength. Example, the big businessman thundered to people dwelling in hut cluster that you are nothing but like worms and vermins in front of me. I will just destroy you in a second. So worms are not considered as powerful. So Illumina considered every other human being as a worm or vermin. So all these feelings last till he comes face to face. So considering other people or disease or situation as powerless, small, insignificant like worms and vermins, shows his mentality how great and powerful he considered himself. All these feelings last, means feeling of greatness, last till he comes face to face with some powerful dominating force. He then tries to neutralize the domination of that force. So he becomes defiant. I am not going to accept the domination of anyone. I will live the way I wish. That is, tries to openly and boldly oppose the force. This is defiant. This dominating force could be anything like adverse situations, an incurable and incapacitating disease, a dominating husband, or a very strict boss, or a dominating mother or father, boyfriend, fiance, etc., etc., etc. So this is a description of adverse situation. So, but he is not able to overcome that domination. He tried to overcome the domination, Illumina person, but he is not able to. Suppose he is able to overcome the domination, then there will be no problem. So problems always comes after failures. So Alumina has come to face such a dominating force that in spite of putting all his efforts or all his might, is not able to dominate or remove the domination of that force. That's why he is becoming sick, because he is not accepting the domination. So a struggle is going on in his mind. So this struggle always depletes his energy. So in this continued situation, he start breaking down under that constant stress of being dominated. So how does he oppose the domination then? There must be some means. So he gathers courage to openly oppose and refuse to accept the domination. But when the other party means the dominating force, threatens him or reprimands him or shows some kind of harm that can be done to him or her, he just gets frightened and withdraws his steps. For example, an employee who is fed up of living under constant domination, where he is not able to freely express himself, gathers the courage and starts thinking of opposing his employer. But when he thinks about the possibility of losing his job because of this kind of wrong behavior on his part, he gets fearful and withdraws his step. So he does not become silent. He withdraws his step but does not accept the domination. So a grudge is going on in his mind. So he does not become silent, but there remains always an itch to repeat the act, means to counter the domination. So the courage and fear alternate. So there are so many rubrics in the Maitre Medica under this remedy that fear and courage alternate. So in another case, a person is having severe pain in his knees and he is not capable of walking because of the pain. So the pain is a dominating force, dominating him so much so that he has to restrict his movement, as the pain does not allow him to do whatever he tries to do or wants to do. So pain is restricting his movement. It means pain is dominating him. So he is not happy with the situation and gathers courage to move about. But as the pain increases means the domination because of the pain or dominating force increases his power. So he fears that some part of his knee may get damaged permanently. So he then withdraws his step and does not force himself to walk. So this is represented by two rubrics: courageous alternating with fear, and another one is fear apoplexy of. This we are going to understand what does apoplexy mean at a subtle level. But Alumina does not sit silently. He repeats the same action again and again, as he is not willing to accept the domination. And by doing this, his courage gradually diminishes and he becomes discouraged. He gets discouraged. Even then, he boosts up his confidence to fight the domination. That is, he can overcome his domination. He boosts himself up. But there is a limit to boost. He is not able to boost that much. So discouraged alternating with courage. So this is the rubric given. This feeling is given by this rubric. So gradually he becomes timid. That is, timid means he hesitates to face the situation. How can I do it? I don't have any courage to do it. Yet he is not ready to give up. He tries to assure himself that he can do it by telling himself that he has boldly and successfully faced so many adversities in his life, and that now he can face this adversity also. So this is the rubric is timidity alternating with assurance. He assures himself that he can counter the adversities, but he is not. But when he does not succeed in his endeavors, he becomes frustrated. The rubric is discontented and starts developing various kind of delusions about his own personality. Delusion double being, delusion head belongs to another, delusion identity errors of personal identity, delusion outside his body someone else saw or spoke, delusion says something it seems to him as though somebody else has said it when he, delusion sees something when he, someone else eyes sees as though he saw through, delusion talking someone is talking he is speaking when, delusion come when he is forced to behave and act according to the wishes of the dominating force. Then he develops all these delusions. For example, a housewife having an extremely dominating husband and she wants to lead a moral and honest life. So when her husband is not around with her, she behaves in that meaning a moral and honest way. But when she is in the company of her husband, she has to behave according to the wishes of her husband. She has to tell a lie as per husband's wishes. Oh, go and tell the visitor at the door that her husband is not at home. She has to do it. She has to obey the husband because her husband is a very dominating person. Otherwise, he is going to beat her. Similarly, in majority of the situations, she cannot execute her own wishes but is forced to behave otherwise, and she does not like this kind of act. So she feels as if she is not a wife but a slave of her husband, and her husband is her boss. So this way she feels as if she has a double personality. One is of wife and the other is of a servant or an orphanage. Delusion double being. So this is a rubric represented by. So under different situations, different people who are forced to behave opposite to their nature may develop such delusions. Another rubric is delusion head belongs to another. Now what is head? We have to understand each and every word given in the mind section of the rubric at its subtle level. Though at a gross level, what is the meaning of head we all understand, but we have to go subtler level. Only then this rubric can be used. So what is head? Head is an organ that has brain in it and is used for thinking or taking all kind of decisions. One take decision according to the prevailing circumstances. When an alumina patient is forced to take the decision as per the wishes of other dominating forces, his head is not her own, but as if it belongs to the some other person, because his head has to make decision as per the wishes of someone else. This leads to error of personal identity. Am I a wife or a slave or a servant or just a machine? Who am I? So because she has to behave against her natural instincts. The rubric is delusion, identity, errors of personal identity. All other rubrics described above in this group just indicate this feeling as if she does not have her own personality. He is just a human being working under the domination of other people. Whatever they say, they have to do it. Her head thinks according to the wishes of others. So her eye sees what others wish to see her. That is, in a situation in which she sees that people are not behaving properly, or the film she has been watching is not good, decoration of a particular place is of good aesthetic nature, so and so forth, she wants to express her feelings. But under those circumstances, she is forced to say or express what the other's dominating force wants. So her to express as if she has no personality of her own. Then she feels nothing is real. I am a wife, but I don't have any right of the wife. So she is a wife but has to behave like a slave. So she says in reality she is not wife but only for the name's sake she is a wife. So delusion, unreal, everything seems unreal. So this prolonged domination, in spite of all her efforts to remove it or get rid of it, gives her a feeling that this dominating force is going to remain like a disease with her forever. There is no cure for it. So this dominating force is like a disease. So rubrics are delusion, disease has incurable, delusion, wedding of a. Now what is wedding? So her dominating force as it is disturbing her can be equated with the disease. And what is wedding? Wedding is an act of harmonious blending or association. Example, this song has a perfect wedding of words and music. So we cannot separate words and music with it. They are so much intermingled with each other. So if two things are wedded to each other, they are so closely connected to each other that they cannot be considered separate. For example, the authorities remain firmly wedded to doctrinal orthodoxies which many rejected generations ago. Example, another one is to attach firmly, bind by close or lasting ties. So in this rubric, a word A is used. So A has certain significance in this rubric. So A means this word qualifies the subject to which it is attached or associated with. So the rubric is A wedding, not just wedding. So A is very significant in this rubric. So here the delusion of a wedding means the person is not bonded by other things, works, person, etc. All is not bonded to everyone, everything. She is free otherwise, but there is one force. One force, who is one force? The dominating force that forces her to act in a particular way as per its wishes, to which she is closely bonded. So she cannot separate herself away from that force. So this is going to last forever or for a very long time. Example, the disease has become a part of my body. I cannot do anything as per my wish. I want to move freely, but I cannot due to the pain in my knees. I have to mold all my activities according to the disease or circumstances. The disease is forcing her to act in a particular way. So as if I am wedded to the disease. So this fever has become a part of my body. I do not feel it till it rises very high. I just feel a saltish feeling in my eyes when the fever begins. The cross reference of wedding is marriage. So marriage is a happy, lasting union of two things. Two things, not two persons. So all this constant domination and effort to remove it takes away his energy. He starts losing his mental faculties. Earlier his mind would be very sharp, but now rubrics are concentration difficult, studying while, mathematics inability for calculating, mathematics inability for geometry, mathematics inability for algebra, memory, weakness of memory for proper name, weakness of memory, thought for what he had just thought, memory, weakness of memory for words, mistakes making in speaking, mistakes making speaking in intend what he does not intend, mistakes making speaking in words, misplacing words, mistakes making speaking in words, wrong words using, mistakes making time in, mistakes making writing. So all these developing deficiencies, growing deficiencies give rise to a fear of insanity, means ultimately his mind will become so dull that he would not be able to rationally think about anything. All this is the result of domination. This feeling is like death to him because earlier he was a very intelligent, ardent, fastidious, courageous, audacious, contemptuous, laughing and vivacious, but now he has become so weak that he cannot manifest his real personality. So this is a painful situation to him. So death, agony before death. So now he is feeling that he is going down, his strength is going down. So he is going to be finished. Finished means not going to die as literal meaning. Means he will not no longer remain the person as the society used to know him, or he used to know himself. He has gone down in everything, as if he is not just manifesting his own personality in the life. So he is not able to bear this situation where he cannot express his real personality, and the idea to commit suicide comes to his mind many a times, but still he has not given up. He has not accepted his defeat. As he does not want to commit suicide, so he wants to remove this idea of committing suicide from his mind. There are so many rubrics. Fear impulses of his own impulses. Blood cannot look at blood. Knife cannot look at knife. Frightened easily, blood at the sight of. Hypochondriasis, suicide driving to. Injuring himself, fear to be left alone lest he should injure himself. Sadness, suicidal disposition with. Suicidal disposition, courage but lacks courage. Suicidal disposition, sight of. At the knife, she has horrid thoughts of killing herself, though he abhors the idea. Thoughts frightful, seeing blood or knife on. Weary of life, sight of blood or knife at. So all above rubrics indicate that he is very much fed up with his life because of the restriction he has to live under. And this disgusted, anguished, loathsome, tormented and helpless feeling give rise to an impulse to kill himself. So these impulses are aggravated on seeing the weapon that can be used for killing, but still he has not lost full control over himself. So he just does not let this idea convert into action. Though the intensity of the impulse is so severe that it starts fearing his own impulses that one day he may in reality kill himself. So he does not want to be left alone, because if he is in the company of people, if he is supposed to take some kind of action, so other people might restrict him. So he wants company of someone so that this other people can prevent him from committing suicide if he develop any such severe impulse. So this grudge and anguished feeling is so severe and dominates in him so much that he just forgets how to smile. Smiling never. Once he comes to realize that he has to now live under domination forever and his strength is going down. So this is nothing but it puts himself in a severe sad conditions. So then he always remain under that sad and depressed condition and never smiles. So this is represented by the rubric smiling never. But before he was dominated, he was a jolly person who would laugh at every incident. Rubrics are given: laughing contemptuous. So all kind of dominations gradually reduce his tendency to laugh whenever his mind is free. That is, he is not conscious of his domination. He would laugh freely and loudly. He is very joyous, vivacious when he is free. But as soon as the thought of his dominating force comes to his mind, his laughing stops. Rubric is laughing alternating with spasm. What is spasm? We are going to understand, because grossly we understand the meaning of spasm, but at a certain level we don't. So spasm is the sudden contraction of muscles. Usually it is painful. So the functioning of that particular muscle is arrested only at that point. So this is a spasm in the mind section of the repertory, not in the muscle. So we can say suddenly one activity in the mind is stopped at that moment. Other rubrics of Illuminar: kill desire to knife with a knife, kill desire to knife, sight of knife at the gun, or. So this desire to kill his dominating force, not to kill himself. He doesn't want to kill himself, but want to kill the person or the the situation which is trying to dominate him. So that he again can become free. So a desire is generated at the sight of a gun or a knife or any instrument that can be used to kill, indicates a very strong urge to make himself free of dominating force. So this desire in the form of impulse also comes to his mind for himself, but he does not want to kill himself. So he tries to escape from such situation by being in the company of other people. So there are rubrics related to urination. We should always remember that the physical action is not related to his physical body. So we should try to understand the subtle meaning. Meaning means with relation to his mind. Subtle meaning of these physical actions like cough, urination, sweat, perspiration, chill, heat, menses, etc. Rubrics are started, urinate, on beginning to urinate, anxiety, urination before, fear, wet his bed, fear he will. So like every other word, urination too has different meanings under various contexts. The word urination is not just passing of urine. So we will now try to understand it. When our bladder, urinary bladder is full of urine, we remain uneasy. Our whole attention remains dominated by this full bladder. So even while performing various other activities, our whole attention remains dominated by the urge to urinate. Now, subtly, same is the case in other situations where this is a sense of domination and a strong desire to get rid of domination, meaning making oneself free to ease oneself. And as soon as we pass urine, we feel such a relaxation and remain free and relaxed till the bladder is again filled up with the urine. Till when our bladder is full, our whole mind just on the bladder so that we can urinate. So we remain uneasy till that bladder is full. So we are anxious, we are nervous, we are in agony. So once we pass on urine, so mind gets relaxed. So whenever Illumina wants to take or start taking certain steps to remove his dominating force, he just become nervous. What is going to happen? If I am not able to remove that domination, does the domination come back on me? But once he is successful in removing the domination, means passing the urine, he gets relaxed. This is what he wants, what an Illumina patient wants, to remain relaxed and free of any kind of domination, means he should live the life as per his wish. Only then he is happy. Now we can metaphorically try to fit the same feeling to above rubrics, all above rubrics. So we can explain them as follows. Anxiety, urination before.